Today I'm going to show how I can load a tournament hand history that I played online into ICMizer. ICMizer is software that you use to analyze decisions that you make in a tournament in terms of their dollar value rather than terms of their chip value. So in a tournament, if you double up your stack, that doesn't mean you double up your winnings. The tournament chips that you win don't correspond one-to-one to dollars won. And ICM is the mathematical theory behind translating your chip stack value into dollar value. And ICMizer is a program that helps you analyze your decisions in terms of profit in dollar profit instead of in terms of chip equity. What I'm going to do today is find a tournament that I played yesterday online in America's Card Room and load it into ICMizer. First, to start out, I'm going to set the filter on ICMizer to match the tournament that I played because I want the analysis it makes to correspond to the prize pool of the tournament I was playing. It has a bunch of preloaded tournaments here that are pretty common on the bigger sites. And if you don't see the tournament structure here that's built in, you can create a new structure. You have an option when you put your custom structure in to put in either dollar values or percentage values. I would recommend for tournaments that you're playing a lot. So for example, I'm playing a lot of on-demand multi-table tournaments on America's Card Room. It's better to put them in as percentage values. That way you can reuse them over and over again. I have added here under America's Card Room on demand, and then I just picked the size of the tournament because that affects the payout structure. This one had, I think, 35 players, so I'm going to set that as my filter in ICMizer before I load the hands. Then I'm going to go to PokerTracker here, and I'm going to find the tournament that I played. So I played this tournament yesterday. It was an MTT rebuy tournament. And pick this tournament here. And double click. It's going to load the hands. Make sure you have all the hands selected. As a default, it might leave out a few hands. Then I'm going to click Control A, and that highlights all of the hands that I played. Right click on one of the hands, and then I'm going to click Export Hand Histories. It's going to make two files. One is a hand history file, and one is a tournament summary file. I'm just going to save this to my desktop. The hand list is the individual hands. The hand list export summary tells you a little bit about how many players are in the tournament and so on. Now I'm going to go into ICMizer here and say load hands from a tournament. And I'm going to open file with histories. Going to go to my desktop, click hand list export, or whatever you name that file, click open, and then click MTT mode here. Total chips in the tournament. Okay, so I need to figure that out. Let me go to my hand list summary. And it'll say at the top here, players 35. The starting stack was 30,000. So 35 times 30,000 is 1,050. 1,050,000. Click loading, and now it scans through all the hands in the hand history file. And as it's doing it, it's going to analyze them in terms of ICM, whether it was a profitable or an unprofitable decision. So it took a few minutes to process the entire file, but in the end, it found 46 hands that had ICM implications in it. And it ranks them all from worst to best. And you can see overall, I played a pretty good tournament. I only have a few hands where it disagreed with my decision from a theoretical standpoint. And then I have, if I scroll down here, I made a lot of good decisions overall and a few that are kind of questionable. And then I can go through one by one. Let me hide that. There we go. Go through one by one, load those hands where it thinks I made mistakes, and figure out what the ideal move would have been at that time.